Thank you for joining in today with Andrea Eichmann and Mark Peterson of the People's Patriot Project for this week's WeP3 Debrief. Find out what our crew has been working on to help support those who have given some and all to the pursuit of liberty and freedoms across Minnesota and the United States. Watch, listen, and support as we create the beacon of hope and opportunity in today's society that needs its heroes. Are you a veteran, first responder, or a patriot looking for a place to put your skill set, your thoughts, and or want to help continue the mission? You have come to the right place. We are the People's Patriot Project, and we want to be the shock and awe when it comes to meeting the needs of our veterans and first responders. We are dealing with a new enemy in today's world where the wounds are not always clean. We want to be part of this mission in saving lives and making a difference. Welcome to the WeP3 Debrief. Here's Andrea and Mark letting you know the mission. And as always, Patriot Pride.
Boom, there it is.
Hello. It's not Friday, it's Monday. That's a hard habit to break, the old Friday debrief. We got our Monday weekly debrief here today. When we do our debrief, you guys, we're gonna let you know. This is kind of cool on Mondays because we can let you know what we did last night, which is always on Sunday night. We got your 6 at 6 Patriot Playtime show. And then we can catch you up on everything else that we did this past week, and then what's coming up. I think there's something big coming up this weekend, but I don't know, something big for some of us.
For sure. And then there's actually a little sad news that goes along with that, but that's real quick, just because we have a loved one in our family. I just want to reach out and say our condolences to Miss Jen Ford and the loss in her family today. She announced the loss of her, I would call it a Mima, grandma, person of great influence in her life, and she posted that earlier. So, Jen, if you're in and or around, our hearts are with you, and those are never easy to deal with, even though, and that's one of the reasons why we always say with you. And I mean, that's kind of a me thing. I don't, Andrea deals with it in her manner, but we never know of the suffering and the pieces that are in play, if there was any or is any. And it just to say with you is our hearts are with you, and we wish you the best in times that just suck regardless. And we're with you. So, moving on. Yesterday we had two amazing guests that are influencing the world with all kinds of opportunity. We had our guest was Christopher Martini, and this guy is like the royalty of when it comes to production in the film world, and his family has a long legacy in there. But more than that, Chris has now found a passion for working with veterans, and I mean, ours is first responder, and he didn't necessarily come straight out and say first responder with us, but that just goes with us saying, so I can't say what's good for him, but excuse me, he recently, we've been watching some of the behind the scenes pieces of him putting together the music video for Dear Mom for Shannon Book, and then we know he's been working on a video for Adam Martin and Blackbird Anthem, and he's got a ton of irons in the fire, and it was just great to see and hear someone come on and just kind of give patronage to the fact that veterans are doing what they're supposed to be doing, and that he has a passion for that. And then we had Miss Barbara Sim from the United States, Marine veteran and traveler across the country. She tours the country in her own self fabricated minivan live-in quarter vehicle that another man down in the Carolinas helped her put together. And she goes around all over the country sharing her amazing music from her blue guitar, and just an awesome. And I just stole your lines. I'm sorry. Our format used to be both of them in together, and I guess I wasn't paying attention, so I apologize. Those are Andrew. You can talk about Barbara if you'd like to.
I think you got it with the blue guitar. That's perfect. We kind of have known her since she began this journey of creating her own space to live in and travel in and work in all at the same time. And so she sent quite a few pictures throughout the last year of the change. She just bought this empty, hollowed out traveler van, and she's got a little house created inside of it now, and it's very cool. And she brought us her music from that van last night. So yeah,
100%.
She's awesome.
She is awesome. And she sat there through her set. We don't know the details a lot of time of what they're doing and going through, and I know she's just south of Nashville right now. Had to be in Nashville this morning. Had, I believe, she had a guitar lesson. That's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't know that she was sitting there in the cold last night during our show, and come to find out after the show, her hands were cold and she was cold. And like, for Pete's sakes, girl, get where you're warm. And real cool thing here, B3 Bourbon Battle Buddies, Jonathan is there saying hi to everyone. And Jonathan, in our post show last night, we were talking about, and I didn't know this, Andrea's way smarter than I am. She had a new link for our YouTube channel, and it is branded. And I've just never been smart enough to know that it existed, I guess. And I've been using the ugly URL in the past, but we do have the People's Patriot Project URL for our YouTube channel. And I'm only mentioning that because Mr. Jonathan is talking to us through his YouTube channel at this time. And that's kind of where that plays out. Again, the more subscribers we have, the better. And there is a time and place where we get to kind of monetize the things that we do with the more subscribers we have to that channel. There's a lot of ways to get those subscribers. I don't want to use the resources we have that is meant to help other veterans to do that. And so, yeah.
That is so I actually have it on as well. It's funny, it doesn't say that I'm there, but YouTube is so easy, you guys, and that's just, you can watch it there. I thank you, Jonathan, for being on the YouTube channel. That is pretty cool. That's what your URL looks like. Yeah. And I can't take any credit for being smart. I tried something and it worked. So there wasn't a lot of smarts. There was a lot of luck in that little endeavor, but it does look good when your name is in your URL. Then you know exactly what you're clicking on, I guess. So go like that, go subscribe, go watch our videos. I mean, Mark's he doesn't even get his feelings hurt if you make fun of his cooking abilities. He's fine with that.
Whatever.
Because he'll throw Chris Turner's words right back at you about being some northern guy who can make barbecue that.
Wait a minute. Chris Turner's words. What about Dom's words? What about BJ Legette's words? What about all those Texans who came up and ate my steaks? I mean,
yeah, those two.
Who are we going to argue with here?
I'm not arguing. Those were really good steaks, by the way. Amazing.
I would have given those steaks a 6. But
no way. You must save your
I can
best
do.
work for
I could
at
do
home.
way better than that. I wasn't saving no work. I wasn't prepared for the volume of it. And they didn't get overdone. The nice medium rare, but they didn't get that nice crusty, nice. They had grill marks and all, but they weren't nice and like toasty brown on the outside the way I like them. But we'll get there. We'll get there someday. Well, actually, you did get to try them out at the in the Detroit Lakes area. You got to try them then again when we were out at an event this last year but that was a real weird one too, only because I couldn't get the grill to be as hot as it should have been, but whatever. We'll always adapt and conquer. That's what we do. Boom. Adapt and conquer.
Adapt and conquer.
So we should, and I know that's not my notes. You want me to let you do the talk about this week and what we aren't not going to be doing? And
yes, we can. Well, okay, that was your notes. Actually, I am not, because here's the deal. I just want to make sure that it's said correctly, but I have a sneaking suspicion. Here's where we're going. We don't have a show set up for Sunday night. It's Christmas Day. It's like Christmas Day, right? Sunday is Christmas Day, and we just didn't want to ask any guests to, try to spend their time sitting on a live show that nobody might be watching. However, I have a feeling I might be sneaking in, and Peterson, who knows, might be sneaking in. I don't know. I for sure will be online. I have to think that maybe not right at 6, but at some point. And Peterson made it very clear. We will be here for you this weekend. We're here all the time. And in fact, I had my bigger Christmas the day before yesterday. So I'll have some people over for Christmas, but I'll have time. So if you're out there and you need someone to talk to, give me a holler. Give me a holler.
You're going to break the rules.
No. The rules are 24/7, all day, every day. Phone's on, coffee's hot, doors open.
Truth. And then that takes us to January 1st, which we are planning on being here January 1st, because we all know, everyone does their stuff December 31st going into the Jan. And I'm not that part. I think I make it to midnight most of the time, but I can't guarantee it anymore. I'm getting old. We should do a WeP3 New Year's bash sometime, but we'll have to plan that for the future. But we will be here the 1st. We're not planning on bringing any guests on that night. Maybe we'll do hey, this is what happened this year, and this is what we're excited about, and this is where we're going kind of piece a little bit. No, look at that. Jonathan will be around. Have the conversation, make it work. And reality is there's no reason for me not to be here. That's I don't live a real exciting life outside of what I do with WeP3, and I do have family that are coming from in out of town, but I'd probably be tired of them after the first 3 hours they're in town. So that'll.
Wow, I hope to.
I'm totally joking.
I'm gonna put their name in the comments.
I'm totally joking.
But
yeah, so the first we will not. It won't be our guest type show. It's just weird how they just fell on the days that they fell this year, and that's okay. I don't think we've had. Did we have an Easter once?
Well, Easter's always on Sunday.
Yeah, that would have made sense. Yeah, that would have made us every year we've had an Easter, haven't we?
Yeah, but I don't think we did have a
Unbelievable,
Halloween.
Peterson.
This year's tough because the Halloween was Monday night.
Way to figure it out, Peterson. Yeah, Halloween was this year for sure. That's
I'm
not
trying.
really a holiday that we can. People still ring the doorbell and they still got their candy, and the adults didn't get their little treat because I wasn't out there, but that's all right too.
Right. I
The
have really
adults that were
bad.
left.
I got bad news. Bad news.
What's
Our
up?
show last night. I just got this notice. You might have seen it. But
I did. I saw it. This is funny stuff.
the Pakistan cricket team has blocked our video because it may
Yeah.
dot.
Was it the Pakistan? Was it Pakistan?
Pakistan cricket team.
Yeah, I noticed it was the cricket team. They're offended that part of our show represented them. I'm not really sure what exactly they thought was theirs, but Patriot Pride, baby, Patriot Pride. That is bad news. I did do
our picture. Maybe our picture. I don't know. Offended them. We the people. I don't know.
What picture?
I don't know. When I opened it up, it was the picture right there.
Well, but they said it was like 2 minutes at that hour 30 mark, which we were wrapping up at the hour 30, so I don't know if I don't know what it was. It's just silliness. Yeah, we'll reach out to that Pakistan cricket team and make sure that we'll pay them some royalties for using their likeness in our show, not Patriot Pride. Patriot Pride, one more time. Shock and awe.
Where's your buttons? Where's your hot buttons?
Well, I don't know. It's not quite. If I hide that one, I hide my notes, and then I don't know what I'm even talking about half the time. And move that around. Let's see if I can find it.
Oh boy! If you only have 4 or 5 screens, it's really difficult to run.
I know, right?
Okay, while you're finding it, I'm going to bring up, and we're not really a sports-centered little show here. However, well, I know a little bit more about soccer than I do about cricket. And I got to tell you, I got a little excited at the World Cup game, Argentina. Oh, shoot. Argentina and... See, now I went and did a lot of research on these teams. Now, where's the bar from? Gosh dang it. I apologize, soccer fans. I apologize.
Yeah.
It's not the soccer. It's my brain right now.
Thanks, Jonathan. Shameful.
Listen, no, that was before the soccer talk. Don't you even start. No, anyway, they went into overtime. France, thank you. Thank you, Jonathan. France. And they went into overtime. So I don't understand soccer overtimes. It's another whole 30-minute period with a halftime. And then it tied again. I mean, it was amazing. It seriously was amazing. And that Umba guy got 4 goals. 4 goals. So then after that extra, it's the ET, so the extended time period, which is overtime. Then they do the, they call it a kick out, Jonathan. Is that right? The kick out? I would call it a shootout, but.
Corner kick.
No, they get 5 attempts, 5 different people on each team.
Yeah.
Well, shot on goal. Is that hockey terms? I might be a little confused, but I don't know a lot about hockey either. So anyway, it was worth, if anybody bought tickets to that or had to do pay-per-view, it was worth the.
You know what's crazy? I've been boycotting the NFL for my personal reasons, and I've probably watched more NFL than I have watched any soccer in the history of my life. Just for the record.
Just for the record. Can I talk about that? You can put your earmuffs, Peterson, earmuffs. If we're going to talk about sports and being born in Minnesota and having lived here all of my life, except for a little year and a half, I think. Well, we could do 3 years total because I went to college in Sioux Falls, and then I lived there for a short time.
There's a lot more to the story that we need to hear.
So, no, I'm just explaining why I'm such a Vikings fan, because I'm sure there's other teams out there, but I don't even know about them. Okay, side note. I gotta look because I'm right across the river. I didn't even really know Packers Green Bay Packers were a team until I moved up here. I lived down in Southwest Minnesota. We didn't hear anything about Packers down there. It was all.
Well, you have to walk out of the cornfield for once and know that there's anything else going on in the world. Come on,
similar.
Malachi.
Dude, I was a big Cornhuskers fan back in the day, too. Anyway.
You're child of the corn.
Back on topic, you guys. The Minnesota Vikings pulled it right out of their helmets Sunday. I don't know what this is like the heart attack season. Those of you that don't watch the Vikings, don't watch the Vikings because you will die of a heart attack. Even if you're not a fan of the Vikings, they wait till the absolute last minute to win a dang game. And they did the NFL greatest comeback of entire time ever. 33-0 they were down at halftime. 33-0. They came back to win the stupid game in overtime. It was a good game. It was a good overtime. Let me just say that. Intense.
I'm trying to find a snoring noise.
I'm done already. I'm done.
Oh.
I'm done already. I'm done. No more Vikings. Newton's not even here to yell at me.
That hurt your feelings?
Nope. I don't get hurt feelings. There's a lifeline. Lifetime fear. You heard about that, Jonathan? Game of ever. The game of ever. NFL. It was okay. It was a pretty darn good game. Got any more sports, Peterson? You probably watched swimming or something.
Synchronized snow diving, something. Ice skating. That's usually my passion.
You are lying.
I'm lying.
Here's Peterson. I flipped my steaks over. Did you make steaks? And then I mashed my potatoes on Sunday. That's what I do. Screw that football crap.
Well, don't be a hater. Don't be a hater.
No, I'm jealous. Well, I mean, I'm not jealous.
No, we had tacos. There were tacos being eaten on Sunday. On Saturday, I did. This is probably not. Now you got me going. There is a classic dish up here in the Midwest people like to enjoy eating. It's called tater tot hot dish. Jonathan made chili.
Because it was like 40 degrees. You guys are freezing down there.
Oh, I should pull up the pictures. 40 degrees. I have a picture for Jonathan. I'm going to send him. Me standing out in the snowbank grilling steaks. And on Sunday, I wanted to up tater tot hot dish. And I kind of sacrilegiously did it because I took one of my favorite cuts of the American beef variety of the ribeye, and I made an upscale hash brown hot dish with ribeye steaks. And Steven Peterson sniffed it out from St. Cloud, came here and ate some, and then stole a bunch of it and took it up to Bismarck, North Dakota. It's pretty nummy. It's pretty nummy stuff. It definitely is upscaled tater tot hot dish. I felt personally that the soup was too rich. Like maybe a little too much sour cream or something. But
what soup? What soup?
Well, when you make tater tot hot dish, you use mushroom soup in it. Typically, most people do. So I had to make a homemade mushroom soup that I thought was too rich inside of the castle. I did layer hash browns. Then I did a wine reduction mushroom compote. And then I did this onion, grilled onion, not really grilled. It was like an onion reduction onion jam, but it was not sweet. And then I layered these beautiful ribeye steaks, hand-cut ribeye steaks in there that I had cut into bite-sized morsels. And then I didn't want the hash browns on the top to be soggy, so then I laid the soup in there, a little mozzarella to give some cheesy stringy to it, some Parmesan, some cheddar, and then I laid a bed of hash browns over the top, and it turned out better than I imagined. But like I still said, I think the soup in there was too rich. I don't know. I can see your eyebrows are like stressing right now.
They're holding my eyes open because I am so not a cook chef kind of person like that.
No way.
Grilled cheese,
No.
gourmet grilled cheese. You dip it right in your tomato soup. I can whip
I
up
make gourmet grilled cheese too.
Yeah, I can make a chicken wild rice that'll blow your socks right off. But I don't. Here's the thing. How much time did you spend getting that ready? Because I eat to live. I don't live to eat.
Life experience. It's a life experience. It didn't take me more than, because it was all prepared kind of it took longer than I wanted it to. Okay, I'll be honest.
Yeah. My life experience is having people wait on me and cook for me.
Yeah.
Then clean it up.
You'll figure that one out. Yeah.
Don't even. Don't you start. Don't start. I like to drive as well. That's my life experiences. I like to drive everywhere I go. That's my life experiences.
That is a piece that, and again, we're totally off any kind of thing that we're supposed to be doing right now, but it's never an argument, but it is, I don't like to fly. I don't like to fly for a number of reasons, but I'd prefer to fly than drive, because I'd like to get there and experience the space we're at rather than, here's an example, our event in Nashville on October 23rd. It didn't even seem like it was that long of a drive there and back. It was actually, there was a lot of real positives, and we were networking while we were doing it and having conversations and planning. And so it wasn't terrible, but I would have rather been in Nashville, probably consuming some adult style beverages and some hot chicken. What they also have, this is something I've never heard of this for. Is it called the Main Three? Is that, someone might be able to have to help us, but like, it's Main Three. It's like meat, potatoes, and vegetables, and they call it the Main Three. And I didn't know that was a thing you did. But many restaurants did it. I want to say the Loretta Lynn restaurant had a Main Three, and whatever. I'm talking out my backside for the most part. But Andrea loves driving, and I'm old and I'm decrepit, and the drive doesn't really help my back a lot while I'm driving. So we need to finish our little stanza, because we know our next guest on January 8th is going to be Mr. Joey McNutt, who, man, his story is a tough one, guys. Story is a tough one, and they have a mission and to help veterans in suicide with Hinderless 22. And there's a story. There's a big story behind him and his mission. And I've reached out to some people to see if we can get the problem fixed. And they do an amazing job. And they get out there, and they're great advocates. And I'm excited to have Joey on the show. And then we have a returning musician. There's another one that was with us down at WeP3 National Takeover. I've always loved his music, but the more you listen to him, it's like almost the better he gets. And I don't know if it's a fine wine, but just an amazing. And we had the first time got to put our paws on the kid and just enjoy him in person. But we have the one and the only Cody Howell, who's will be here. I got a little bit of I know Andrew's got some merch in her house, and it just what a great kid he is, and just willing to help and wants to be part of everything. And we're excited. Real quick, want to thank Chris Nobles and Heather Nobles. They're an amazing team working together. Check out our website, www.thepeoplespatriot project. A lot of new features on there, and just they've done an amazing job, and love having them in their network as well. Could not have pulled Nashville off without those two. I'll personally say that. Without them and the amazing artists that came down to support what we're trying to get done down there. Love these people, love the mission that they're on, and love having them in our network.
129,000%. Yes. Pearson, you got anything else? Is there? I did pop up the Amazon Smiles.
I was just going to say, you just put that up there, and I was going to stay out of your biz on it.
I did. Well, so here's the deal, you guys. There are some groups out there, and now we're winding down probably the big, huge rush of Christmas ordering, or maybe we're building up because it'll be the after Christmas rush. My neighbor's a delivery guy, so I know, not necessarily with Amazon, but I know how busy they are for like the next month. If you're going to do some ordering from Amazon, this costs you nothing extra. It might take a minute or two just to link it to your account, but Amazon donates to your charity of choice. And if you pick us, then that's an easy one for us. It's a no-brainer. Maybe it can help make someone else's day. So keep that in mind. Use that link or send me a note. I'll put it out. I think I'm going to put all of our links and all of our little, I don't know. I'm trying to do this social media stuff and do it better. So it'll be out there. Find it. We also have a couple fundraisers still going on. I think Corey Peterson's fundraiser is still going on. And then I started so it's not Peterson's favorite thing perhaps, but our buddy, Matt Burr, came to us, and Matt's had some tragedy and trauma mostly. It was a short service because it ended quickly with a traumatic injury to his head. And so it's always concerning when he comes with big ideas, because we don't want to have anybody think that we're taking advantage of him. This was his idea, and he came to us, and he's very insistent that we raise money by offering him to wax his face full of hair. Did he say he was going to keep a mustache? I can't remember. So there's a video.
It's all gone.
I know. And wax, like, not just like have it shaved or like letting us treat him to the barber sharp or anything like that, but waxing it. And he would like to do it live if we can raise $3,000. And that seems like a lot to me. It's right around the holidays, but I know there's some of you out there that maybe know somebody who needs to get rid of something before the end of the year in the monetary world. And maybe they just want to make a big donation. I don't necessarily want to see Matt have his face waxed. I might not watch, even though I might be holding the camera even. But he means well, and he wants to do well for us. I can't even say that we take care of the guy, but I just mean, like, for his birthday, we went to the soda shop and bought him some lunch and took him out the other night. Well, okay, we took him out for a burger the other night, which turned into a bit of a fiasco. It was our meeting night as well, but we went to a VFW that has a burger night on Wednesdays that didn't smell like burgers at all when we got there. And their kitchen had a flood recently, and so all there was bar pizza. So we had a leftover bar pizza from a vice commander of the district, and then we went to the Legion, or vice versa. We were at a Legion. We went to a VFW, whatever it was, and they only had pizza. It was just their pizza menu night, and Peterson loves a pizza, so we got wings. We could order wings. Because it's funny, if a server tells you, we just have pizza tonight, and then you say, oh, shoot, I was hoping to have the wings. And then they say, yeah, you can have the wings on the pizza. Like, I don't get, we got wings, and they were super mango habanero wings. Matt loved them so much. He had 2 helpings. Well, another boneless helping. So it turned out okay, but it was just a weird burger night. Gotta say, very weird burger night. And we were late for the meat raffle, but it was still fun, and we got our meeting done, and it was all good. So that's that.
There was supposed to be a meat raffle too.
It was earlier.
Oh,
I think 4 to 6.
right.
Not at the first place, at the second place.
All righty.
I know, right? I know. All right. So, sorry, that was a long interruption.
That was a long
Interruption. Long second thought.
Yep. So that's
Right,
all
so
we got at
YouTube.
that.
I know. I think
So
that's
we
it.
won't see you. The next time you'll see us is the debrief on next Monday, which will be the day after Christmas. And well, there might be, from what I understand, maybe an impromptu. We got your 6 at 6, maybe.
Let's be honest. Some people are just going to be tired of sitting around looking at their families, and they're going to go to Facebook. They're going to go to social media, see what else is happening in the world, see if anybody else out there is tired of looking at their family's face. You know, I'm just kidding. I'm seriously just kidding.
Really, you are not, but.
All right. Hey, remember, the People's Patriot Project is an opportunity to serve. You guys, we're out there looking for people to serve with us. If you have your own group, that's great. Let's collaborate. If you don't have a group, if you never served militarily or first responderly, give us a holler. We're here to put you on board. We can serve together this way, helping those who have served. Our mission is to provide the shock and awe. Where's the rest of my words? Oh my gosh, I practiced it today. Oh my gosh, where is it?
Oh
Can you say
my
it?
gosh.
Peterson, say it quick.
We are the shock and awe in battling our invisible, silent, and deadly enemies of our veterans and our first responders.
There we go.
Shock and awe.
Shock and awe. There it is. And remember, to remember is not enough. Say their names, keep them close, reach out to those we have here, not just the ones you worry about. Why don't you reach out to those you don't worry about so much too? Keep them close.
This couple of weeks is the tough weeks. People are remembering and not remembering necessarily the great things. They're struggling with where their brothers and sisters are at, and or where they're at emotionally. And so make sure you reach out to your brothers and sisters this week.
Love you all. Take care. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year.
Bum, ba, bum.